The 2-week-long 32nd General Assembly of the International Astronomical Union kicked off in Cape Town yesterday. It is the first time that the world's largest and most prestigious astronomy meeting is hosted on the African continent. And Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi Same joins us now live for more. It's such an exciting day, and I'm sure there are going to be lots of exciting developments and collaborations where you are, Nasiphi. Just talk to us about the context in which this meeting comes and what we're expected to hear today. Again, it's spearheaded by the Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Blade Nzimande.
Indeed, the CTICC has become a buzz of activity since yesterday, and as you put it, this event, this gathering, General Assembly, was kicked off by the Minister's address, and this gathering also seeks to bring together astronomers, experts, researchers from all across the globe, both in person and also virtually. And as you put it, the 32nd General Assembly of the International Astronomical Union seeks to offer a transformative perspective on Africa's role in the astronomical community by showcasing the continent's rich astronomical heritage, including the contribution in advancing in the field. But to talk to us further about this particular event and some of those important questions that people probably have, I'm joined by the Director for Astronomy in the Department of in the Department of Science and Innovation. I'm joined by Mr. Takalani Nemaungani. Thank you so much for your time. But this is the 32nd International Astronomical Union, or rather the General Assembly that we are having. How important is it, taking into account that it's, making it, or rather having this event for the first time on the African continent, but also the significance for South Africa?
Yeah, so as you say, I mean, this is a prestigious gathering of astronomers across the world, and for us it is very significant to host such a gathering, because it is the biggest global gathering of the astronomy community. And these events don't come easily to this part of the world. You almost have to work for it. We have been lobbying since 2015. Initially we lost to South Korea, but there is the spirit of resilience of South Africans. We don't give up. So we bid again, and then we were awarded in 2018 in Vienna. And so for the past 6 years, we've been actually working on how we can put up a good show to showcase South African and African astronomy on the global stage.
And the significance of having this General Assembly on the African continent for the first time and in South Africa.
Yeah, it's actually overwhelming, because, astronomy is actually one of the fastest growing disciplines in Africa because of the investments, particularly here in South Africa, that this new government 30 years ago began to make huge investments in this field, because it is seen as one of those areas where we have a competitive advantage in terms of the geographic location of very pristine astronomical sites that we have in the Karoo, where we host some of these large, big telescopes. So I think it was befitting that we also get to host this kind of a conference here on the African soil.
And then we're told that the study of stars is not new to Africa. Our ancestors also had a history of astronomy, if I may put it that way. Tell us about this and whether this has been acknowledged by mainstream astronomy.
Yeah, I mean, from time immemorial, you know, our ancestors have been, you know, observing the skies, and they will use the sky, you know, the stars, you know, to guide them, you know, to, you know, tell them about the different seasons and all of that. You know, they have always been appreciating the beauty, you know, of I mean, they will even give names, indigenous names, you know, to some of the stars and the galaxies out there. So we've recognized this as indigenous astronomy, and even the this IAU, you know, global astronomy body, you know, also, you know, has got a division, you know, that focuses on culture, heritage, and you know, and indigenous astronomy. So there will be sessions here that focus on that, and also we have Cosmic Echoes, which is a joint exhibition between the Aboriginals people of Australia and our Khoisan people from South Africa, together with the SKA observatory. You know, so we've brought all of those people because, in a way, they are the, you know, spiritual ancestors of this field and of the sites where we place these telescopes. But also at the University of the Northwest, there is actually also, you know, a center there that deals with indigenous astronomy, you know, as a professional discipline, so that we continue to research about the role that indigenous communities and how black people and other cultures in Africa interpret astronomy in their own ways and what they believe it means to them.
On that high note, I think we'll leave it there. Otherwise, we'll talk the whole day. Mr. Takalani, the Chief Director for Astronomy at the Department of Science and Innovation. We do know that Dr. Mae Jemison will also be participating in this historical event for the first time on the African continent and hosted in South Africa. We heard from Mr. Takalani the significance of having this historical event on African soil, and also the hard work that actually went into having this historical event hosted on the African continent. And Dr. Mae Jemison is the first black woman to become an astronaut. So that will be a very interesting conversation that we'll be having with her. As I mentioned earlier on, that this particular General Assembly will continue for about 2 weeks. We have seen some young students also, you know, being part of the exhibitors, asking inquisitive questions. So we'll be giving you rolling coverage as far as this General Assembly is concerned.
Nasiphi Same, fascinating stuff from your location, and as you say, a momentous event on the South African Innovation and Science calendar. Nasiphi Same, we'll go back to her a little bit later on.